All right, man. You know the vibes. It's the LA Leakers. It's
Yes,
the
sir.
LIFTOFF show. I'm just incredible.
I'm DJ Sourmilk.
And we're here with our family, Kid Ink, man.
Your boy in the building. Hey.
Good to have you back on the show, man.
Yes, sir. I'm good to be here.
I was about to say, wait.
Outside.
Not only that, but how long have we known Ink? When did Time of My Life?
Time of My Life.
Time of Your Life came out in 2012.
2012.
Time of Your Life come out, well? No, he don't know.
Time of Your Life came out, in 2012.
Ooh, I got numbers right. Yeah.
So almost 10 years now, because that was the first time I met him.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was the same
me
time.
as well. Me as well.
It's fire.
Yeah, and I think did we meet at the deli across the street?
We did go to the deli. That's right.
That deli is really fire, and they got some real. That's like probably the only place where I eat cannolis.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly.
Everywhere else, I don't really like. I had them there, hyped me up like, oh, I love cannolis, and then I went everywhere else, I was like, nah, I only like them from this spot over here.
It's a little different. Yeah, they hit different.
in
And that so I wasn't super familiar with your work at the time, I remember. And then we ended up premiering a song, that song, Time of Your Life.
Yeah.
And
then I remember shit trending on Twitter, and I was like, what the fuck? Like
y'all was going viral. You were viral before viral was going.
That's what's up.
Every time you touch down on the LIFTOFF show, like, Twitter would erupt, man.
Yeah,
That's
man. I
your
remember
fan base is crazy.
I remember that shit trending, man. So yeah, and again, this is our first time doing an actual sit down. We've been in the studio before. We've been live on the radio. We've done
Many
all that.
times.
We haven't sat down and done an interview. So
I haven't sat down and been comfortable.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know, Ink is also he's number one on our freestyle series. He was the first to touch down.
The very first freestyle that we did.
Thank you for believing,
fire,
man.
I appreciate you, man.
In the vision.
Thank y'all for letting me spit something.
We on 106 now too, man. So 106.
One time.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
And the new album, Alive, is here. It's your first one you put out in quite some time.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a minute for a full-length album. You know what I'm saying? I was in my label situation. We put out 2 projects, and then things kind of, I think, slowed down with just putting out projects with them, I think, based on just how they had a formula set up, and it was a little different from the formula that I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, push with the next project. And, you know, we still were getting money, putting out records, putting out EPs and singles. You know, I definitely still stayed at work. But as far as, you know, putting together the album that I wanted to put out, I think, you know, it was just some differences on some things. And, you know what I'm saying, I felt like, especially when you're at the label and stuff starts switching up and people start getting different positions and different jobs and different places, I felt like the attention kind of was switching in different ways that, you know what I'm saying, I could feel organically. And it just, you know, we both kind of agreed that, you know, it was cool to dip. I don't owe them nothing.
Right.
They don't owe me nothing, and we just dipped out.
That's a story that gets overlooked a lot. It's just for another conversation, but that moment where you might be working on an album and there's like a little regime change, you know what I'm saying? Where and
serious.
People don't know how difficult that is.
I used to hear about it, and I used to think like, what does that mean? And then when you really see like this person doesn't even work in this department, so you can't even call them for that no more, or they got to handle somebody else differently, or you know what I'm saying?
It could shift the energy.
Yeah, it could definitely shift the energy. So you know.
How long exactly were you working on this body of work?
This project I started. Well, the idea, because I went independent, and the idea was just go hard. So we started dropping singles like every week, every 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying, testing the waves, just putting out music as I was recording it. So it was like I'm at the house, recording, got everything set up, you know what I'm saying. I got thousands of beats coming through to me, so let's rock out and put out the records we can as we can put them out. Whoever's clearing them fast, let's get those out, you know what I'm saying. So we were putting out records and testing energy, and then I think from there I started to think like, I kind of think I want to rock with, you know, the homie Ism, who I was getting a bunch of stuff from, and I felt like at the time he was giving me just so many different things. I was like, I could do an album with you, and you know what I'm saying, it'd be easy to pull it off without having it be one sound or one direction. And I feel like he was giving me just so many different waves. I was like, I can really put together a project that I want to put together. At first it was an EP idea, but then after 6 songs and he kept sending packs, I was like, I don't know if I want to stop going.
Right.
We just kept, you know what I'm saying, taking it further and further, 10 songs and then 12 and then 13. And it's actually still some, you know, leftovers, because I had to give myself a real deadline. I'm somebody who worked to the last day. And I'll be like, yo, just made a record yesterday, got to go in there. We got to push it back 2 weeks. Make everybody mad, Will panicking.
Right.
But I think, you know what I'm saying, we set it up there, and it probably took, I don't want to say because it didn't take a year because, once COVID hit, 2020, setbacks,
right.
I had to kind of rethink some releases, some energy. I had a couple singles that I tested and put out and was like, all right, I see what the temperature is and where I might have to wait or figure out some other different waves, which, what I'm saying, I think I did, but I had to wait on a lot of different records because, I'm not just summertime, but I rock with the summer. I had real high hopes for the summer, and I was like, I'm going to stack these up, and,
right.
It just some records you needed to be in the club.
For sure.
At a party to hear.
Able to perform.
Right. I just didn't feel like it was that.
Yeah,
outside record. It wasn't that temperature, and I'm an outside record kind of guy, so
absolutely.
I had to just, coast until things felt natural and organic. So.
Right.
What was your approach different going into this album as opposed to the last couple albums you put out with the label? How's your recording process different, or did you approach it the same?
Nah, because I feel like with the mixtapes and before the label, the approach was just like, whatever I'm doing is hot, and what I'm saying, it is what it is. I'm saying, I don't know necessarily what a hit is. Nobody told. I'm just making what I like to make. You get with the label, you're still doing that to an extent, but once you figure out like what's working, or you see like, oh, that made me a big bag. Let me see if I can get another big bag from doing that. It kind of, what I'm saying, you start thinking about the business in the music a little bit more, and then I feel like that caused me to run away from certain things near the end of the business because I was like, I don't want to be this label guy or look like this, what I'm saying, or move positions. But then after that, with this project, I feel like I kind of just let it all go and was just like back in the state of whatever I want to make. And if it sounds like something I put out with the label, then if it's hot, it's hot. If it sounds like something I did when it was a mixtape, if it's not. If it's just anything moving forward, as long as it's hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
freedom.
I'm not running
like,
but yeah, the
free
freedom
with
is
your
there.
thoughts. Free with your thoughts too.
Definitely free with the thoughts. I feel like, but that's a problem too. I'm not gonna act like that's also not an issue. Not having other energy around you, because I think it's definitely still important to be in the studio with people in the team, or be able to play records and be like, yo, what you think of this, or have somebody around. So, once things start cooling down, I was having more company come over, and, what I'm saying, we was rocking out. But it was a moment when I was like, yo, I got 30 songs here. I think they hot. I don't know what order to put them in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to pick out the album dolo? Like, I could, but it's like, I could have some. I know me. I've slept on a lot of different records that I like that I liked it at first, and then I've been listening to this for like 2 months, and then I don't know if it's as hot as it was when I first made it, and somebody else come in here and be like, yo, craziest record you ever put out. And I'd be like, really? I bet. Let's try it.
Right.
But if they didn't come through and say that, I probably would be like, I don't know. Let's put it in the side and come back to it later. So
yeah, I can see that.
Do you feel because right now we were just on the air with you, and I was going through some of your records, and I'm like, damn, this dude has a lot of hit records. Do you feel you get the props you deserve, man? Because you have some very big fucking records, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. If I'm gonna be 100, no. I don't feel like I get the props I deserve. I do think I get the props I deserve from the fans.
Yeah.
From what I'm saying, at least from the the fans that I know are really supporting, and then I think I get a certain level of respect. I'm definitely respected in the game. I think people understand, what I'm saying, and see the numbers and hear the hits, and it's nothing.
The stories,
and the story, and what I'm saying, it's not like anything was ever given to me. What I'm saying, I definitely worked from the bottom to grind.
No, that's always said about you. No matter what conversation you're in, people are like, he works and he's done it his way.
Right.
I mean, you had a lot of success even before the label.
Yeah.
And that's testament to you and the team, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. But in another way, I'm saying, an aspect of like, and it's it's stuff that I don't necessarily like care about and lean on and like make it hurt my creative, but yeah, I would like to be nominated for something.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's nothing that's really been in my bag. And it felt like it was at a time when I did have those type of records or that type of potential, and I see other people, and I'm like, yo, I was moving just as hot or maybe even hotter at those times. And I have to, and that kind of sat and fell back like, dang, somebody at the label wasn't doing their job or what's going on, and that kind of was also something that hindered our relationship because I started just having that resentment. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, it's nobody's fault. It's just, it is what it is. It's the game. But yeah, when I see a list, I would like to be on a list.
Of course, bro.
It doesn't hurt, you know what I'm saying, your pride or your, you know what I'm saying, going into taking that energy and taking it into the booth. Because I feel like that's what a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, do. They take that energy and that, you know what I'm saying, that confidence they get and take it into the booth. So, you know what I'm saying, I always want to have that confidence and feeling like people believe in me the way I believe in myself. So, yeah, certain moments underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look back at things that I've done and go, no way I could be underrated doing that. But
For real.
you know
For real.
I got to do this, that, perform here, whatever the case may be, or I still get the acknowledgement from the people that really matter. But, you know, the little guy still, you know what I'm saying, might make me feel a little some kind of way.
Yeah, and I'm sure artists know more than anybody else because it is not easy to make a hit record.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, for someone to have multiple hit records like that, it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure other artists see it like, okay, that boy working.
It's not easy at all, man.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. You get one, and they're like, do it again, right?
Right, and it's like, it's not easy to make the hit record and know when to put it out.
True.
'Cause sometimes timing is something
Timing is
crazy.
everything, man.
And then,
Speaking of timing, I think another part of you know, the journey that gets overlooked, when you think about 2012, LA rap scene, we weren't in the best place. You know what I'm saying? You were one of the guys that was really carrying the flag, and to play that record on the radio, it wasn't a traditional LA sound. It was just a great record followed by a bunch of other great records, but you really deserve your props as being from the backyard, and for us to play it on the air and be like, that's our guy from the city. It leads to other people able to have that same opportunity.
Because, I mean, for me, it was like, in the beginning, I always did all kind of different music, but then, you know, I had certain kind of waves, and then I saw where certain songs got me, like, across the country. I was like, yo, this song got me performing in Sweden.
Forever.
Yeah, but like during mixtape times, like I was like doing a mixtape, and I probably never booked a show before, and I was booked overseas because they like this type of vibe over here, whatever. And then what that did for me mentally was kind of put me in a place where, all right, I don't want to run away from anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm born and raised West Coast, LA. I'm not running from that, but I see where I could open it up for people to be able to now spread, and they be like, yo, where you from? Here, boom. Didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Or just give a different acknowledgement. Because I remember performing back in the day, like when I was doing the tapes, or just from 2012 to 2015, it was mass shows where people were like, yo, this is the first rap show we've ever had. That only inspired me to continue to open the door for that.
Hell yeah.
Because now, then after that, I saw people getting booked at those same venues that would have never got booked. Not saying that they would have never got booked, but doing, you know what I'm saying, getting these records off, doing these shows, and giving just a different energy that was making them feel comfortable.
Right.
Because it was times when I was going and doing shows, and they would tell me, like, yeah, we don't book this person for this reason, or this, or all that viral stuff you see, and he'd be like, you don't get booked over here no more.
Yeah.
Or booking people, different stuff like that. So it's like,
that still happens.
From there, you know what I'm saying, I saw how I could open up the market a little bit more.
Man.
And then, you know, once I felt like I did that, then I was just back into just, you know what I'm saying, doing the wave. And then I, you know what I'm saying, still came through with the B-Reels and Show Me's and Main Chicks and having fun and doing my West Coast stuff and featuring all the West Coast artists I could. And
that's right.
Doing everything I could for the city. But I think, you know what I'm saying, it was definitely a moment where I just wanted to open up the wave and the market for everybody, because I saw what was beyond. I was like,
of course.
Yeah, of course.
How long were you doing it before? So before 2012, because I feel like, was 2012 when it really, really popped off for you?
Nah, 2014. Whenever I got whatever year I got the deal was when I felt like everything kind of came together, or whenever it was the double XL freshman situation.
Okay.
2012.
Right, but see,
2013 was
but at that moment, so that's what I want to say. So like the double XL situation was like an introduction, but it wasn't a moment to where like the next year I was like out here booking mad shows and getting bread and just, you know. But
did you think, so when 2012 happened, did you know like, all right, I'm gonna be, even if you did have a slow year 2013, mentally in 2012 you were like,
yeah, I
that's
saw
it.
the
I
grind,
made
the
it.
opportunity, looking at just other people and how they took the opportunity and took it further, and that was still for me like, all right, we can. This is a big look. We can make this happen. And you know what I'm saying? 2013 kind of I feel like still went by. I don't even remember 2013 because I probably just tried to work through it. It felt like it zoomed by, and then it went from 2012 straight to 2014 as far as in my work time.
Yeah.
But you know, I started doing music like where I was really into it at like 15, 16 years old.
Okay.
And then I had so many come ups and then busts from there where it's like, I think 17, I had produced like some remake of an Alice Cooper song for Sean Kingston.
Crazy.
For some commercial that was tributing Alice Cooper. Cool. Thought it was amazing. Dope. Got me in the studio, made like I probably made like $600, and then I was like out. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing happened from there. It was like it was what it was, and then a couple years go by of just, you know what I'm saying, living in LA, nothing crazy going on in the music, and then Nipsey comes by the crib, picks up a pack of beats, and it was one I had made. I remember I was inspired at the time, not to say I was inspired by the song, but the beat for Clapback was a really, like at that time was like, yo, this beat is crazy. Just the energy of it, watching it, how it just made me feel. I made this just more like cinematic club bounce type beat, and I gave it a Nip, and it's crazy because I just found the original beat
Crazy.
the other day recently,
shit.
and it's like the only beat I have from when I was making beats back then, and it was like in some random box in the garage that I didn't even know I saved it, and it says on there like Nipsey beat, but it was the Bullets Ain't Got No Names beat, and from there he had got a deal with Sony. I had the first single. They flew me out. They were like, yo, we might want to sign you to Sony, be a producer, blah, blah, blah. They had me out there for 2 weeks with $200. I ran out of the $200, and then I was back home in the hood.
Yeah.
Back to regular. It was what it was. Nip, you know what I'm saying? They did their thing and finished their album without me. As far, not from Nip, but you know what I'm saying? The label finished the album without me. I never really heard nothing back from them. Crazy. I think it took me like 3 months. I got a check from Sony for $5,000, which was still a big move, but it took like 3 months on their head. And then just was back in regular living in Leimert Park. And then I went to a session with Nipsey with, at the time, he was meeting up with a producer named Rob Holiday, who was Young Berg's producer.
Wow, I remember.
Rob
Yeah,
Holiday,
of course. Yeah.
So then I ended up meeting Rob Holiday that day, and he was, you know what I'm saying, mad into just the production I was doing. He was like, yo, you should start coming by the studio and producing with us. So I ended up really clicking in with Young Berg and, well, Hitmaker now, but Young Berg and Rob Holiday at the time. And I even got a YB tat on my neck because we was really like locked in. Those was my brothers. So, you know, for a couple years we was doing our thing. They started putting me on mixtapes, and I was producing a lot for them. I ended up getting some co-production for like Diddy and stuff. Nothing that was changing my life at the time, but it looked good.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting no bread.
Yeah.
I was still rolling around $10
You
in
were
the gas
stacking
tank.
the resume up.
Yeah,
Right.
driving all the way from LA to, I think Hitmaker lived off Topanga Canyon at the time. I was driving all the way from Leimert Park to Topanga Canyon, $10 in the tank, figuring it out, sleeping on the couch at his crib for the weekend. Like, all that was going on. And then I ended up just, you know what I'm saying, getting to a point where I just wanted to just work, and I didn't feel like it was working, you know what I'm saying, as fast as I wanted. And I ended up meeting Ill Will at a video shoot because he was doing some mixtape stuff with Berg and them. And he pulled up to a video shoot, met me, and was, you know what I'm saying, just let me know, like, he was vibing with me. Let me know, you know what I'm saying, he was paying attention. And then after things slowed down and I was just chilling at the crib, I hit him up one day like, yo, you think you'll do my mixtape? Just on some, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't know what he gonna say, man. I ain't got nothing to lose.
Why not?
Yeah,
Float it
like,
out there.
Yeah,
Float
for
it out.
sure. Bet. I was like, bet. I went in there. I made like 13, 14 beats, rapped on all of them, got my own little features together, and then sent him the music. He was like, all right, send me a cover. I was like, bet. Took my phone out.
Here's your cover.
Took a picture of my room, put a hat on, I think some dumb glasses. I had on a basic white tee, no jewelry, nothing. Like, boom. Photoshop, told y'all earlier I was good with Photoshop. Threw that shit on the space background. I mean, no, I didn't even throw it on the space, but I just sent him the picture. They threw his homie Priest threw it on a space background at the time.
Damn, this is
And I was like, all right, that works. And he was like, yeah, it's kind of trash, but that's what we got.
Let's ride out. Let's ride out.
We got
the music's there.
Yeah.
And then from there, we just kept moving and rocking. But that, you know what I'm saying, was a course of 10 years of, you know what I'm saying, ups and downs of just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And not really knowing if anything was real. Just, I make music. I make beats. I was, you know what I'm saying, it was a point where, like, I was watching other people just blow up or whether, you know what I'm saying? I used to live around the corner from Dom Kennedy.
Yeah.
And when I was in Leimert Park, I would see him take out the trash when I'd be walking my dogs and stuff.
Crazy.
And you start seeing people pop off like, dang, Dom popped off.
Yeah.
Man, when am I going to pop off? I'm in the same, you know what I'm saying? You just see, it was just different people I was seeing in the neighborhood pop off or in the city. And, you know what I'm saying, just timing.
It's funny you say that. I remember we were working on a project with Dom years ago, and I used to pick him up because he didn't drive at the time. Like I don't think he had a license or something. Something happened. I don't remember what it was that happened exactly, but he wasn't driving at the time, so I used to pick him up in Leimert and drive him all the way to the valley.
Yeah,
so we were recording with Terrace. It's crazy, man.
We real LA kids.
Yeah, that's dope.
40s.
A real journey, a real journey.
Yeah.
So now we've got 13 songs on the new project, Alive, which is out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Some real slaps on this piece, man.
Yeah, I think I got some joints on there.
All produced by the same.
All
produced
by my boy Ism, you know what I'm saying? And he got his team of people who he rocks with too, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying, it's just all Ism rocking.
And talk to us about the champagne, man. Congrats.
Champagne out finally. This is definitely, you know what I'm saying, pride and joy because I'm somebody who's a champagne connoisseur.
Right.
Never in my life did I think I would have my own bottle, be able to design it. At least when I thought I would be able to, you know what I'm saying, somebody would put me on and be like, yo, support Moet. You know what I mean? You want to design a Moet bottle? That's cool. But to be able to have my own champagne and I like how it tastes and I would design the bottle and really, you know what I'm saying, put my all into it and my hands on it. It's definitely dope to see, and everybody's been rocking with it. So,
yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? It's
delicious, too, man. Thank you for bringing the crew.
Appreciate you,
And it looks great. It looks classy as fuck. When you
That
brought
was
it
a goal.
in, I didn't know it was yours when you brought it in, and I was like, oh shit, like this is dope.
The goal was definitely off top. I was like, all right, I'm not trying to make like a manly bottle, or whatever that means, or a wine bottle. Like I definitely don't want just a black bottle or something that was dull. I wanted something that was like pop. You know what I'm saying? And females will want to hold it.
Right.
Like I wanted females to want to hold the bottle and not feel like they was a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I wanted rappers to feel like they was a rapper.
Exactly.
And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's different bottles, I'm not going to say no names, that just gave me that vibe and energy that I was like, all right, I kind of understand what that is and, you know what I'm saying, how to move forward.
Dope, man.
Love it, man. Good. Always great having you on the show, man. Congrats on the new project, Alive, which is out now. Stream it, run it up.
Out right now, all platforms.
All platforms. Fully independent, man.
It's nowhere where it's not streaming. I know I have mad fans that still run up to me. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have new music on Hot New Hip Hop and Dat Piff for you. I apologize.
Yo.
I don't have any new albums on SoundCloud. There is no Reddit. I just don't have it right now for you, man. I'm sorry. We're doing it all the right way. I am independent, but man, come on, bro.
Support, man. Support. You giving these motherfuckers enough free music, dog.
Right, I'm good. I mean, even I'm selling freestyles. I don't care what it is. All of it is because it hurts to be able to look at all these songs that I had back in the day. I can't even listen to them because it's not on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where probably could, but I gotta go through a headache of streaming. I mean, of clearing all these old features and all that. They probably want bags now. They was getting no bags back then. Yo, you want a $40,000 bag now? It's free. Let me just put it out. We can get the back in. Like, ain't nobody doing that. So, but anyway, it's just like, you know, I wish a lot of that music was still up. And I love when I see old artists or that are able to put like the old project out that only the die-hard fans got to hear, because I feel like if my die-hard fans got, you know what I'm saying, the Daydreamer mixtape, be running it up. I had some plaques out here.
Right.
Man.
That's something we could work on? Is it like, it's just a...
It's possible. It's just, you know, it's work.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot of headaches.
Right.
It's a lot of... they might get a deluxe version that only has 10 of the record. Or people don't produce no more. You got to figure out where they live and all of that. That be happening. You know, producers be like, yeah, man, I stopped producing 10 years ago. I don't even know where that beat is. So, all right, bet.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, man. Well, Ink, thank you for stopping through.
Yes,
Always
sir.
a pleasure. Alive's the name of the album, man.
Alive, baby. We feeling good. We feeling alive. We out here. We outside. Living
right.
it. Ugh.